Clair Obscur Expedition 33 is a 2025 role-playing game developed by Sandfall Interactive. Think Pokemon Violet, except competently crafted. Sandfall Interactive has a development team of approximately 30 people. That's 7 less than the average Latino household. Expedition 33's budget is estimated to be well below the industry standard, which is ironic as some of Sandfall's staff stem from Ubisoft, whose recent output may also be described as well below the industry standard. In Clair Obscur Expedition 33, a party pursues that which is constantly reducing man's lifespan. So, obviously, a woman.
I'm kind of retarded.
What? Too soon for misogyny? Okay. Well, when it comes to the objective, the expeditioners, historically, have been as successful as toddlers putting their shoes on the proper feet. Except, this toddler doesn't have hands or feet. So, what was good about this game? Let's start from the start. Menu, which, like Neil deGrasse Tyson, is simple and bold. This screen bears only the logo, backed by black. In fact, black hasn't backed anything this hard since the launch of the Popeye's chicken sandwich. See, I make black jokes too. Here, the song Alicia steeps your parched protoplasm like a Capri Sun to a Chilean kindergartner. That said, Clair Obscur contains one of the most exquisite soundtracks my brain has ever drank. Some of my favorites include Lumiere, Flying Waters Go Blue, Stone Wave Cliffs Lampmaster, Forgotten Battlefield Dueliste, and World Map Desher L'Etoile. If it seems like I'm stirring a sleeper agent, it's because I am, so Godspeed, Aurora. I played on Expeditioner, aka Medium, aka I'm a middle-aged man with work and 2 kids. This difficulty setting is just right, presenting considerable challenge. Challenge I admired only later, like after being manhandled by malignant mimes or after being katana-tatted by an excessively limbed hell dweller. Despite countless cage-caliber runbacks, I found delight and not displeasure. Mastery, not madness. I found victory electric. Clair Obscur is graphically fidelicious. It looks good. Not only that, the game has a very particular art style which marries realism with 90s comic exaggeration. The lighting is excellent, painting an oniric Da Vincian contour to the colorful cast and environments. Expedition 33 employs a moderate color palette, not seizure-inducing like Rainbow Billy, oh my god, this game is bright, or depressing like The Gunk. It's so unappealing, like I almost don't even want to look at it. Environments are mostly mangled. Contorted construction keeps the air, corpses keep the floors. It's like if Asmongold's house was a hub for hauntings, which it probably is. Clair Obscur's design divinely demonstrates depth. Settings stress specific fore, middle, and backgrounds, like a diorama, matte painting, or a hillbilly's teeth. The hazy nature of maps makes them resemble old paintings. Sfumato. See? Our school finally paid off. The game's artistic approach is surreal and unique. Though stylized, the cast's faces flaunt a realism and articulation that is poignant. Expedition 33's aesthetic can best be described as, if it was a food, it would be potpourri. Wait.
Why are you the way that you are?
Speaking of visuals, Sophie looks like Gustav's sister. Weird. And on the topic of character designs, they all look great. Not overdone like Michael Bay's Optimus, nor too simple like Michael Bay's Flowchart. I never felt there was a lack of variety in enemy appearances. But, as aforementioned, some human NPCs mirror other human characters. For example, Commander Allen very much looks like Verso. The script is perfect, sometimes philosophical, sometimes poetic. There is a hint of humor, but it's never forced and never detracts from serious moments. Character interactions are organic and compelling. At the campsite, players can conduct personal conversations with each party member, ultimately yielding benefits. The textual transition from former dialogue to fresh dialogue is smooth. Conversation progression can be set to automatic, which in my opinion is superior to the alternative. Where I Sandfall, I'd have programmed this to be the default, because it's not like I didn't learn automatic was an option until my second playthrough. Not like that happened to me. What's somewhat odd is watching speakers speak while walking. Their mouths don't move. A slight gripe, like when your toddler force feeds you pre-eaten bacon and it kinda sucks cause it's wet, but it's mostly awesome cause it's bacon. It's kinda like that. The sooner y'all learn this channel is just a fallback for the comedy career I never had, the sooner you'll unsubscribe. Also, on the topic of automatic dialogue, expedition journal logs read themselves. Yes, please. It doesn't take long for the game to get going. It's like the developers started Death Stranding and went, yeah, no. In fact, up to the Gamage, or prior to Painter's poaching, the player only spends about 30 minutes on obligatory setup, but good obligatory because that opening half hour establishes tone, motivations, and stakes. Territories are teeming with twists and turns that tempt replay. At times, the world feels larger than it is, but in a you be pleased and not a you be soft type of way. See what I did there? Okay, I'll stop. So, combat. Executing quick-time events with precision results in dealing higher damage attacks. It's like a game within a game. Gameception, if you will. Fights are fierce, keeping the player on the edge of their soggy secret lab seat. Parrying urges precision and is more satisfying than cutting finger waves into your lawn. Success supplies the player with 1 AP, or action point, along with the preeminent perk of not dying. Mistime this maneuver, and you'll take more damage than Joe Biden trying to remain vertical. Upgrading characters makes for great replayability. Revisit former foes to see how they fare against your fresh skills, or get got and go back to grinding. Want to retune your character to fight a new boss, but you put all your points into vitality and not might and defense? Well, fret not. You can reallocate attributes. There's less commitment here than a Hollywood marriage. I've said a lot of good. How about the bad? Beaten bosses resurrecting with full health happened way too often. It's like returning your mower to the shed, then seeing Noah rush his family to the ark. It's kind of like that. When entering the manor, I encountered a bug where Gustav's coattail became an anglerfish. It took switching to Lune to fix the conflict that was afoot. Lune? Afoot? See what I did there? Jeez, tough crowd. When Minoko was in my party, there were times when his body obscured enemy attacks, making it difficult to parry what I could not see. There are collision issues, as with hands through clothes, but to quote Drake introducing his girlfriend, this is minor. Occasionally, while sprinting, grass would pop in, and there's a boss you fight at least 3 times, which I would argue is one too many. Also, once, I booted the game after not having played for 5 days and found myself viewing in first-person perspective. Everything in sight was blurred, and the map had me at the base of the monolith. This is apparently a known bug. I had to reload a previous save file to fix it. So, let's make like a burrito and wrap this up. The soundtrack goes harder than Kanye's Twitter, and on the topic of hard, the game's difficulty is more spot on than a Dalmatian. Don't worry, the video is almost over. The game has an aged yet attractive appearance, like Angela Bassett. The script is polished like heated hobs polished. Unlike The View, Clair Obscur is substantial, where every second spent in-game bears worth and value. Levels feel larger than they are, like the gap between paydays. Fights are impactful, and parrying is more hair-raising than Saiyan genetics. Attribute and other upgrades intensify the experience, like Trump ad-libbing during an address. On the flip side, felled foes return more than Naughty Dog's duology. You know the one I'm talking about. And there were a few visual inconsistencies, like clipping, popping, or Michael McDonald's voice compared to his face.
As he rises to her apology, anybody else would surely know.
Finally, some boss fights are annoyingly recurring, like the Activate Windows watermark. Clair Obscur Expedition 33 is a unique and enthralling experience, one of which I bought outright, $50, though possessing a Game Pass gift card which was gifted to me. Point being, I could have played the game for free, but didn't. Why? To show Sandfall and the industry that we need more games like this, complete, concise, and cheap. Without item shops or seasons, battle passes or pay-to-win mechanics, priced DLC or obfuscating in-game currency. At the time of this recording, the most critically acclaimed releases of 2025 are such games. Months after completion, I continue to contemplate this game, whether it's the immaculate music or itching to three-peat some parries. Clair Obscur made me feel, like, really feel. The biggest issue with this game is that it ends. This game is to gamers the digital equivalent of a toddler eating salted caramel cheesecake after having only consumed expired, jarred bean paste. Be you he who for $50 plays this masterpiece, or he who for up to twice the USD plays Assassin's Creed Shadows, a masterclass in masochism. Expedition 33 is the best thing to come out of France since fries and toast. Since completing this game, I started 2 other games. Started but dropped, and these 2 games were decent, but I couldn't help feeling that I had gone from cheesecake to bean paste. Cheesecake to bean paste. Cheesecake to bean paste.